A very warm hello to all my learners all across the globe. So this is Shruti Kaura, an international trainer at Unacademy and Urban Pro, and definitely I am an award winner at both the platforms. So I train the students, the learners for all the exams of IELTS, PT, CAT, SAT, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT, and specifically for the sphere we are looking to help in the spoken and the written part of the English. So this is just a short introduction of mine. Now moving further, in this video I'll tell you something very interesting, and before I proceed further, I'll tell you that this is a screenshot of my profile at Unacademy, where you can see I have a watch time of 1 million minutes. So you can go to the website, you can check the same. Today's video is all about a lot of sweet dishes, because we Indians have the habit to celebrate festivals with sweets, with dishes. But do you really express yourself fluently when it comes to the names of the sweet dishes? Do you really do that? So come on, learn with me, how to express yourself fluently. Now, why I have specifically taken the sweet dishes, let me tell you. This video is just an attempt so that maybe you can take the name of your favorite, sweet or sweet dishes in English. We all are in different parts of India or in different parts of the world. We all must be using our native names for these sweet dishes. But it would be great, no? If we all can communicate with each other with these common names. So let's go ahead, decode the common names for these sweet dishes. So moving ahead, the first dish is, in Hindi, we call it Gajar ka halwa. So in English, most of the students, they have asked me, what do we call? This is called as carrot pudding. I got a lot of messages on all my channels asking that what do we call Gajar ka halwa in English, which is a very favorite dish of all the people who are residing in the north part of India in winters. This is very healthy for the eyes. This is very healthy for the glow of the skin. Carrot has got a lot of vitamins and minerals. So this is called as carrot pudding. The next one. If you look at the next one, in Hindi, we call it suji ka halwa. Now, I don't know how the slides are getting shifted so fast. Maybe I should have reduced the timer so that all of you must have got some time to guess the name. But this is called as semolina pudding. Oh, I think it's working on AI system. It's guessing. I think it's actually guessing what I'm speaking. But going to the next slide, it's called as semolina pudding. Now, what is semolina pudding? See, it's like that for the carrot pudding, you usually eat it in the time of winters. You usually cook it in the time of winters. But for any occasion, for any good, auspicious occasion, you prefer to actually cook, or you prefer to, have this semolina pudding, which is suji ka halwa. So next time, don't just call it suji ka halwa, call it semolina confectionery or semolina pudding. Moving on to the next slide. Now here, if you look here, what it seems to all of you, kheer. So next time, don't call it kheer. Now let me ask all of you, what do you think, what could be the English name for this sweet dish? Which is, I'm pretty sure all the kids, adults, they all are a lover of this kheer. So in English, this is called as rice pudding or rice and milk pudding. Why? Obviously due to the fact that it's made up of rice and milk. Absolutely correct. Moving on to the next slide. Look at this image, and I'm pretty sure it seems very delectable, flavorful to all of you. You must be getting that feeling inside you that maybe we could enter to the image and can, grab a particular slice of it, or maybe even one complete part of it. This is called as gulab jamun in Hindi. In English, you call it as Indian fried sweet donuts. Why? Obviously, point number one, first they are fried. Secondly, they are sweet in nature. But this name creates a lot of confusion with another very famous South Indian dish that is called as sambar vada. Usually they all are in the shape of donuts, but this particular dish, which is famous in the south of India and of course in the north part as well, it is called as Indian fried donuts. We don't add the word sweet here because obviously they are not sweet, owing to the fact that they are not sweet. So you add the word sweet when it comes to gulab jamun, and when it comes to this, fried vada, then you simply remove the word sweet. That's the only difference. Now, for the next one, if you look, what is this? Is this rasgulla with that tutti frutti on top of it? Oh my god, another scrumptious sweet dish in front of you. So, it's popularly called as rasgulla in Bengal and rasgulla in the rest of the maybe India or north of India. So in English, this is called as Indian syrup-filled roll. Obviously, it has got a syrup which is called as chasni, which is a mixture of sugar, and it has got that, of course it's Indian, so it's a roll. It's in the form of roll. So that is why we say Indian syrup-filled roll. So that's okay, even if you are not habitual in using these names. So after this video, you could even try. Now, if you look at the next sweet, so here, what is this next sweet? It's very easy. All of you speak the English name only. You all are correct. You all have guessed it correctly. That's milk cake. That's correct. That's milk cake. Now, the next dish is pretty easy, but a difficult one. So in Hindi, you call it as kalakand. You call it as kalakand. But if you search for the English name, this is a kind of a custom made name. And what is the name? Since it is made up of milk, since it is made up of sugar, so you can say solidified. Why? Obviously, it's a little solid. It's solidified, sweetened. Why? Obviously, it's sweet. Milk and cottage cheese. Now, cheese is missing there on the slide, but you can add that because it's mix of milk, cheese. So that is why we say solidified, sweetened milk and cottage cheese. That's how you should be pronouncing it. I'm repeating once again, all of you listen for the kalakand. I would be very happy if you will be using the word solidified sweetened milk and cottage cheese. Wow. Let's go ahead. Now, here if you look, again, in the south part of India, this is very common. A lot of people there use so much coconut, be it coconut oil, be it coconut in their, sauce, be it coconut in their dishes, be it the coconut in the sweet. So obviously, this is in Hindi, we call it as a coconut laddu. So how will you, pronounce that, speak that in English? So in English, we call it as coconut and condensed milk sphere. Why? Obviously, coconut is there, plus you mix milk with coconut and it is in the condensed form. And why sphere? Because if you look at the shape of the laddu, it's a sphere. Like earth has got a sphere shape. Earth is not circular. It's sphere in shape, right? And it's tilted on one end. So similarly, if you look at laddu, the shape is sphere. That's coconut and condensed milk sphere. I'll repeat it once again. That's coconut and condensed milk sphere. Now, moving further. If you look at this next image, oh my God, that's favorite. All the North Indians, they are fan of Kaju ki barfi. I mean, if you talk about my son, he's also crazy about, Kaju ki barfi. You get him a Kaju ki barfi and he's ready to do, I think, barter trade with you. Okay, so this is pretty easy. You all must have guessed by this time. I was just doing this chit-chatting with you. This is cashew slice. This is called as cashew slice. Obviously, cashew means kaju and slice because they come into slices. So that's cashew slice. Right. Next. Now, if you look at this, this is commonly called as barfi. You all can see it very clearly. This is the barfi. But what do you call that in English? Point number one, solidified word will come. Let me show you in the next slide. Solidified word. So instead of solidified, why I said that this will come? Because you must be thinking that in the Kalakan, I use the word solidified. Here, instead of solidified, the word is dense. Dense milk-based sweet. Obviously, burfis and all this, they are made up of milk. So it's kind of dense, right? So obviously, dense milk-based sweet. Now, the list is not ending, right? There are so many dishes. So let's find out the name, the real name or the customized name for all of them. Now, let's have the next one on the screen. What is this? Is this Malpua? Is that so? Maybe. So in the west part of India, people usually use it, not just, cook it during festivals, but even in other parts of India, people use it. So it has got a very big name, that is disc shaped, because obviously it's shaped of disc. So it's a disc shaped cake, right? Made with refined wheat flour. Wheat flour, what do you call refined wheat flour? It's maida. It's maida. And then soaked in sugar syrup. Sugar syrup, you know that it has got that chasni, which we call it sugar syrup. So that's why you say disc shaped sweet cake. Mind it, sweet cake. Then what is that sweet cake? Made with refined wheat flour that I just mentioned, maida, and it is soaked in sugar syrup. So, after watching all these delectable dishes, I'm pretty sure you must be feeling, your mouth is watering. You must be feeling going to the nearby store or ordering it from, some online restaurants or something. But I would appreciate if next time you use these terms, maybe not with those who are not really aware of the English of these sweet dishes, but with those with whom you have shared this video. I want a community of a people where we all could, sometimes use these names for all our favorite sweet dishes. So before I end, this is Shruti Kaura signing off for today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the like button, and of course the bell icon too. Why the bell icon? I said because in case I fail to send you the link, as I'm running a little busy these days, so you'll get the notifications directly from the YouTube about my latest video. Thank you once again. So do follow me if you want to on Unacademy, LinkedIn, Twitter and Telegram. That's all for today. Thank you so much.